What's up, guys? It's Eren here, and today I'm going to be ranking my personal favorite soundtracks from the show. So without further ado, let's start with the first one. The first row is so easy. Almost all of them belong in the S tier category. But some are sadly underrated compared to the rest. So let's sort them out. First up, Mikasa's ending. It's perfection and sounds so melodic, so it immediately goes to S tier. Next up, Great Escape. I think it's super underrated, and it's an absolute slammer because I personally love rock music, so I'm going to put it in underrated. Yukier no Tori. This one really is a musical masterpiece where the song sounds a little creepy and demonic, plus the foreshadowing in the ED is god tier. Historia's ending. It's good. It's pretty calming and mellow. I'm going to put it in amazing now. Name of Love, this one is an emotional one indeed. Showing our days as kids in the cadet corps and us growing up as soldiers together, this one is definitely a musical masterpiece. Now Falco's ED. The singer is incredible, her voice is really calming, and I simply just love the way this sounds, so I'm gonna place it as a masterpiece. Now my own ending in the entire show. Everything from the lyrics to the visuals. I talked from the deepest depths of my heart about my true feelings, about freedom and my love for Mikasa, therefore D7 is going in S tier under the tree. I love this ending not just because it's a metal song, but because the lyrics speak from Mikasa's perspective. I'm putting it in a tier because I can't stop listening to this now. The last two ending songs, not even going to give my opinion because it doesn't matter what anyone thinks, since these last two endings for the show are both masterpieces, simply masterful in every way. Nothing else compares to these beautiful songs. Let's hurry up and move on quickly before I start crying. The openings. The first one is a literal classic. It's iconic as fucking. Literally my song, which is why it's perfect. The second opening for season 1 is probably the most underrated opening ever. Like, it sounds really patriotic and hyped, and it definitely deserves to be appreciated a lot more. Okay, of course these two don't need any explaining, they're both incredible musical masterpieces. Moving on, opening 5 to me is underrated, but at the same time it mixes in the sounds of the previous openings together in this one song. So I'm gonna put it as amazing. My War and Rumbling. Easily going on my on-repeat category because I listen to this shit non-stop while working out or rumbling the whole world. Both songs scream, I'm gonna wipe them all out. Every last one of them. Now the final opening is straight perfection, but I listen to it non-stop as it really is a mix of every previous opening and ending in the show, but also cause it's centered around me and my mindset along with my friends. Now for the original soundtracks. First up, we have Me, Mikasa, and Armin song. There's not much I can say about this soundtrack besides that it absolutely slaps. Our friendship is embodied through this song. You can hear the hope within it. Next, we have Titan 9 Cheek. Now, I'm sure not a lot of people remember this OST, but it was played during the female Titan arc, I believe, and it's so good. So for that, I'm gonna put it in amazing. Next up, Backlots. And come on, this soundtrack is literally the best. It's a masterpiece. It was perfectly picked for Hanji's death, and it fit perfectly with her last act as the commander of the Survey Corps. Hushiju. Well, this one's alright when you first hear it. You can just imagine the daily life and environment within the walls and the world of Attack on Titan as a whole, which is amazing. I'm putting this in underrated because this was only used in season 1, but compared to that XLTTT is a whole nother vibe. Like, it's so hard and heart-quaking, going with musical masterpiece. because this is an iconic soundtrack that was used in Season 1 and was brought back again and again. Moving on to Call Your Name. Damn it. Damn you, Sawano. As I'm going to be going through the original soundtracks, my mind just blanks to how badly I want to suck off the music composers for creating such amazing music for our ears to listen to. God damn it. Did they cook so much for this beautiful story or what? Ahem. Oh, anyways. Call Your Name going into S tier. Renake P. Fatlip. Damn. I'm struggling hard with these pronunciations, but this OST is another good one, super emotional. So obviously it goes in S tier. Attack on Titan is literally my theme, like come the fuck on. I have so many themes, but this one characterizes me perfectly. My theme is better and more badass than Goku's and any other lame-ass main character's theme, so I'm putting this in here along with LMID2 because it's just somehow an even more badass version of the original Attack on Titan theme. Reluctant Heroes absolutely slaps S tier. Eyewater, calming and beautiful S tier. As Taikido. For us, I've only listened to it once and forgot about it, so I'm gonna put it in that category. But it's a good soundtrack. Now we have Counterattack Mankind, and holy shit, this is by far the best piece of music come out of this world, and to bless my ears, because this soundtrack sounds like freedom to me. It sounds hopeful. I don't know how a musical genius like Sawano could have thought of creating something so beautiful and magical. Masterpiece. Next we have Army Attack. I'm gonna be honest, it's an amazing OST, but I've listened to it once months ago and forgot about it. Vogel. Kafig literally sounds heavenly. It sounds like you're being descended from heaven. And it's so beautiful. And it definitely would have been the perfect choice for my freedom moment. But the new soundtrack they used for it is also pretty good. Dua is such a vibe. It was played so much in Season 1, and the bass and drums are so good in the song. Okay, well this is where Sawano's music titles get strange. A lot of the titles for the soundtracks make no sense. So I'm just gonna put some of the strange title songs in, only listened to it once and forgot it. There. Now. So Istimur is a beautiful song. The lyrics are so gentle and ear-pleasing. It makes me think about Captain Levi and how short he is. El Mayo. Barricades, iconic. It's such a banger and a vibe, easily belongs in S tier now. VCPF is a beautiful soundtrack as it was played as me, Mikasa, and Captain Levi and Hanji walked through Shiganshina. It's really emotional and really puts me in my feels. Repetitin, Zeke's theme. It's alright, I'll put it in amazing. You see, Big Girl is a iconic soundtrack. You can just hear the emotion. And most of all, the betrayal engraved in this masterpiece of a soundtrack. Call of Silence. S tier doesn't need any explaining why. Eren Zayo, my other theme that is so fucking good and just magical overall. Attack on D again. So many of the OSTs were used for me. And Mikasa's moments. Therefore, they're automatically musical masterpieces. 2 Volt is an amazing soundtrack, definitely best for declaring war on another nation, putting it in amazing before Lights Out. Commander Erwin's theme, this OST goes so fucking hard. I just can't express it in words how badass this OST is another masterpiece, to an I've only listened to once. Appleseed is an amazing house. It was perfect during Bertolt's transformation thanks to that and TK. Both are masterpieces, there's not much I can say, but how beautiful sounding they both are. Now this OST. It was so nice hearing this. During the last time, I would enjoy some time with my friends before I had to become a complete asshole to them. So this is an S tier, Historia's theme. Zero Eclipse really is Historia and Mir's song. And it goes really hard. I listen to this on repeat some days. Don't tell Mikasa about this. It isn't cause I like Historia. It's that I love how the song sounds. Now the rest of the Season 3. Soundtracks I've listened to only once, besides Barricestra, which was the OST used in the Armin and Zeke scene. It goes so hard. So does K21. Kenny's theme, which is a mix of rap and a total vibe. Both of these are going on repeat. As for the Season 4 soundtracks, there are only a few in there that are musical masterpieces, one of them being Ashes on the Fire. Literally the most badass on the Edge soundtrack to ever exist. It puts me in the mood to do some serious war crimes. The Warriors goes hard too. A tier. Splinter Wolf literally a vibe, and I feel like it's more of Mikasa's song too, because of how the lyrics align with her character. On repeat. Nightmare is super creepy and spine-chilling. I'm gonna put it in as amazing. Liberio Festival. Another happy soundtrack in Attack on Titan. I'm gonna put it in amazing. Liberio at night is really mellow and calming. I could fall asleep to this beautiful soundtrack. Masterpiece. Now lastly, Memory Lane. It is by far the most emotional and beautiful soundtrack. In Season 4 Part 1, another easy S tier. For the soundtracks in Season 4 Part 2, all of them are amazing and only 10 of them are masterpieces. I'm going to talk only about Footsteps of Doom. And Holy Ymir, this is the most chilling and hardcore soundtrack to fit the rumbling. I'm in awe at how both the composers for the Attack on Titan soundtracks through the seasons were able to cook up such amazing pieces of music. Anyways, guys, that was my tier list. I'm gonna quit yapping here and start the rumbling in me, in Mikasa's cabin. Peace out.